Welcome. Today we will be disassembling a Dell Inspiron 15 3000 series laptop. This particular model is the 3567. So go ahead and remove the battery. And then using a small Phillips head, this is a 2.5, we'll go ahead and remove the screws in the bottom case. Alright, and using the tip of the screwdriver, you can just press on the optical disk drive. There's a little sign here saying ODD remove. So just put your screwdriver there in the window, press towards you, and then you can remove the optical drive. Alright, so we'll finish removing the screws from the case. There's 3 more right here under the optical drive. Alright, once you have the optical drive out and the 3 screws removed, go ahead and flip it over. And we're going to want to remove the keyboard. So just get a straight edge in there at the top and then just push in on the little snaps right here to release it. And we'll pull it up out of the little tabs, and we can remove the keyboard by flipping up the little retainer and removing the ribbon. Alright, so we'll go ahead and finish removing the screws that are holding the palm rests. We'll go ahead and release this ribbon as well. So with the palm rest screws removed from the other side, now we can go ahead and separate the 2 halves. Just a better view. We're going to get a straight edge in between the bottom cover and the palm rest. And once you have a straight edge in there, just do what you can to release the snaps. I find it's easy once you have it a little bit opened just to get your finger in there, and whatever snaps don't pop off, you can just work it with a straight edge while keeping some tension on the cover. And we have access to the inside of the laptop. Alright, we'll go ahead and remove the memory sticks by spreading the retainer bars and moving that memory stick out like that. And the Wi-Fi card. Just pull straight up on the antennas to release them. Alright, hard drive looks like it's held in by 4 screws on the caddy. It looks like 1 ribbon to the motherboard. So go ahead and remove these screws. flip up on that retainer to release the SATA ribbon. And to replace your hard drive, just the 2 screws on either side. Alright, now we can remove the in-out board. Looks like one remaining screw. Flip up on the retainer and remove the board. And since we will be removing the display shortly, I'll go ahead and remove the Wi-Fi antenna cables, and I'll also remove the display cable. So you just peel back the tape, and then there's a little bar that you flip up, and that'll allow you to remove the connector. Kind of have it wedged in between these plastic tabs, but a little wiggle should free that. Alright, now we can remove the fan and heatsink. Before you pull it out, we'll have to remove the fan connector, so it's easiest to do with your fingernails or thumbnails. And you can remove the fan and the heatsink. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and remove the display assembly from the palm rest assembly. The motherboard is partially covered by one hinge, so if you're just going to replace the motherboard, you'll just have to remove that one screw and flip the hinge up. For now, we will just separate the 2 pieces. Alright, so once you have those hinges folded up, you can just lift up on the palm rest and make sure you free that cable, and then you can separate the 2 pieces. Alright, now we can finish with the motherboard. We'll go ahead and finish removing the connectors. So we'll flip up on the little retainers and remove those ribbons. And for the speakers, just grab it with your fingernails and wiggle it out. Alright, looks like the connector for the DC jack is underneath the motherboard, so we'll go ahead and remove the screw for the DC jack and make sure that that is free. And now we can get the remaining screws that are in the motherboard. Lifting from this side, just go ahead and pull back on it a little bit. Free those USB and HDMI ports. Alright, to remove the DC jack, just pull up on the tape until it's past the metal part, and then just wiggle that connector out. Alright, so all we have left on the palm rest is the power button, speakers, and the touchpad. Touchpad is just a few screws around the perimeter, and we'll go ahead and remove the power button. Looks like a little bit of tape as well. Alright, so now we can take apart the display assembly. Alright, so we'll go ahead and open up the display assembly here. Like most others, you're just going to find the seam between the back cover and the bezel and get a straight edge into there. And just work your way around. And once you have it started, you can usually just kind of use your fingernails to kind of trace it around. This one does have light adhesive, but it's not bad at all. It's just barely sticky. So once you loosen up the bezel, you can see the inside of the screen here. Looks like a few screws for the hinges, and then the LCD looks like it has about 4 screws. And you have your video cable, and then your webcam cable, and then your Wi-Fi antenna cables go along the right side. So everything looks really easy to get to, just a few screws for each item. We're going to go ahead and leave this one as a complete unit because it's undamaged and there's no real reason to take it apart. So that is how you disassemble a Dell 3000 series laptop. If you like the video or it helped you, please like and subscribe. Thank you.